Hello and welcome, Reds. Thank you very much for tuning in for our pre-match build-up show. Hope you're having a lovely day, morning, wherever you are around the globe. If you are new around here, want to keep up to date on all things Liverpool, transfer news in the summer, pre-match, post-match shows as well. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button down below. And if you don't mind dropping a like on the video, really does help YouTube algorithm. But let me know what you've been up to today, Reds. It's a massive game. The fourth round tie against Cardiff City. The magic of the FA Cup will be in full swing this weekend. It's tremendous to see the Reds back in action. Obviously, we watched Egypt get into the final. So Senegal versus Egypt will be the AFCON final. So we're watching the Reds on Sunday in the early 12 a.m. kickoff anyway. And then we'll head over to the AFCON game as well. So it's going to be a busy Sunday. Well, thank you very much to every single one of you that has tuned in. Absolute legends. Let me know your thoughts on the score prediction lineup as well. Do you think there will be any changes? Diaz, he's only just arrived in England. Obviously, he was in Paris sorting out his visa. So I don't think it'd be possible for him to play a full 90. Most importantly, he's still got to get settled into Liverpool, sort a house and get his family settled. So I think it might come a bit too quick, this game, but he might be in full, it might be more or less in full contention to play in the Premier League game that's around the corner after the Cardiff game. But how you doing, Russ? Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. Absolute legends. But we'll quickly head over in relation. We were just speaking about Diaz before we speak about, obviously, the Cardiff game. It was a warm welcome from the boss. Obviously, if you missed this is on Liverpool's Twitter, but it's tremendous to see. I think he was very, very happy with meeting Jürgen. Look at this hug. Look at his sheer excitement in his eyes, and obviously meeting Pep Lijnders as well. So he's going to be a tremendous player for Liverpool Football Club, and obviously Liverpool doing the transfer committee done absolutely amazing to pull off this signing, especially at such a low fee as well. So much is being classed about this. The best Portuguese league player for Porto, and we very much got him as well, which is tremendous news. Anyway, so let me know your thoughts on score predictions. Just to head over in terms of statistics-wise, a lot of you do like your match facts, but we'll start with the first one. Liverpool have scored 15 goals across their last 4 meetings with Cardiff, winning all 4 matches in what were the Premier League ties back in 2013-14 and 2018-19. Cardiff and Liverpool also met outside of league competitions during the 2012 League Cup final. We all remember that madness of a game there. A match which was drawn 2-2 with the Reds eventually going on to lift the trophy after a penalty shootout. Cardiff, however, have won one of their only 2 FA Cup meetings with Liverpool, and that was back in 1930, round 3, and 1928, round 4. Consecutively anyway, so that's a very long time. But as I said, top of the show, magic of the FA Cup. And then obviously Stafford, in their 6 previous campaigns under Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool have been eliminated from the 4th round of the FA Cup on 4 occasions, more than any other side in the competition in this time period. So that's a big stat for you anyway, statisticians. Tremendous. Hopefully we can progress, because obviously we want to do very well in every competition, but the squad depth, which has been massively improved. We've just looked at Diaz and obviously certain young players coming through the ranks. It's strengthened us. Costas will speak. Do you think he'll start ahead of Robbo? But it's going to be fantastic to see all these great players obviously vying for the starting 11 spot. Number 4, starting with their 2008 final defeat to Portsmouth. Cardiff have lost 6 of their last 7 FA Cup ties with top flight opposition, only moving past Newcastle in round 3 back in 2013-14 season. And the final one, this one's a good one. In round 3, Kay Gordon, 17 years, 96 days, became the second youngest goal scorer in Liverpool's history after only Ben Woodburn versus Leeds in November 2016, and he was 17 years, 45 days, respectively, anyway. So that's absolutely tremendous. Let's get to John's comments as well. Hey, Jack, mate. Hope you are well. Loving seeing Diaz with Klopp. It's absolutely tremendous, mate. Can't wait to see him, hopefully, in FA Cup action if we can progress past the 4th round. But it'll be interesting to see anyway. And we'll head over now to, obviously, Mark McGuinness spoke to, obviously, Cardiff City's website in relation to, obviously, McGuinness. It's a fixture that we're really excited for, and a lot of Cardiff fans will very much be that the case as well. A giant killing. Could it be a giant? Well, it's not a giant killing because Cardiff are a very big club in terms of the league as well. So enticing. And what goes on to say, we're buzzing to go up and play at Anfield. Mark began both as an experience of playing there and going up against a top side. It's a big bonus that we're going up there. And of course, we're looking forward to it. They have a lot of strength and depth in their squad. We know that. We're looking forward to seeing what the level is like. It's going to be a big occasion, but at the end of the day, it's a football match and we can't lose sight of that. It's nice to go out there and play against a top side, as I said, but it's still another game. The FA Cup is a competition that we'd like to do well in. Obviously, the league is where our main focus is, and going off the back of 2 back-to-back good results for us is actually helping us going into this game, and we're feeling very confident anyway. I think he is on loan from Arsenal. Mark is anyway, so he's another Arsenal Youth Academy player doing well on loan. And then he goes on to say, the new guys around the place have given everybody a big boost to continue. New faces, new personalities in the group have done a lot so far. It gives us a base to kick on from, with Sunday being an opportunity for us to express ourselves before shifting focus back to the Championship on Wednesday night. The fans have been amazing this season. We haven't had the best of starts to the campaign, and they're halfway through now, but the support, both homes and away, have been fantastic throughout. They have been given better in Liverpool if we give them something to cheer about. Obviously, McGuinness concluded, we're not going out there on Sunday to see how we get on. We want to give them a game. And that's obviously the spirit in which most Cardiff fans will be heading up to Anfield, wanting the result from their team as well. And obviously, Morris, pre-Liverpool, I'll be very proud. It'll be a very proud moment, obviously, as the manager, Steve Morris, of coming up against Jurgen Klopp on his side. He goes on to say the Bluebirds going to, obviously, back-to-back good victories, straight victories in the Sky Bet Championship. It makes the week easier. Everyone's got more of a smile on their faces, and it's more relaxed. It's set up to enjoy the weekend a little bit more. It will be a great day. It's a really good opportunity to reward some of the younger players that have been tasked with looking after this football club over the last 6 months. It's going to be difficult. It's a good opportunity to bring some players in, but it's getting that balance right and keeping it competitive, where so many positives to take home from the day. It's fantastic. I made one of my dreams come true going there as a player, and it'll be a really completely different environment for me. They know what's coming. You need to enjoy it. You can't leave it with regret, and they'll see what happens. But we got some really, really talented players here. It will be amazing. It's going to be a great day for everyone involved. To be the manager of this football club right now is a very proud moment. I'm sure the Cardiff fans will very much enjoy it as well. So that was Steve Morrison, obviously ex-Cardiff player himself. But let me know your thoughts, everyone, in the comment section below. Your score predictions, how you feel Liverpool will line up. And then obviously heading over to where they do find themselves in the Championship. Cardiff, they not have the best season in the Championship, but I think a lot of their fans will hopefully be vying for their survival. They currently do find themselves at 20th position, a couple of places above the relegation zone. They've played 28 games. I think they've only won 5 games and lost 15 games, scored in 31 goals this season and conceding 31. And obviously 2 back-to-back draws as well, which is fantastic anyway. But fingers crossed, obviously, this is the lineup in which they did win against Barnsley, which was a great result for them anyway. Walters, O'Gill, It'd be interesting to see if they do play a 5 at the back against Liverpool come Sunday. So if there's any Cardiff fans, good mate Nathan anyway, let me know your thoughts, how you feel and vision Cardiff setting up tomorrow morning. But yeah, 3 midfield and then 5 at the back. So it'll be intriguing to see how Liverpool, if Cardiff do go with 5 at the back, with a 5-3-2 formation or whatnot be said, Liverpool need to break this Cardiff side down. It won't be easy, but obviously Liverpool have got a lot of talent anyway. So we'll go to Liverpool starting 11 now. Obviously, we mentioned Diaz potentially not being fully ready in terms of obviously his visa getting settled in England. So this was the Liverpool team that did play against Crystal Palace, getting a great win in the league. But our AFCON lads are still away. Obviously, Sadio Mane and Salah cannot fly over in the space of 24 hours. So do you expect a similar lineup? For me, I do. I think rhythm is very important within football, and there's no better team, especially when Liverpool this season, the rhythm when we've been off the back of an international break, it's took us a while to really get going. But for me, I can see a lot of strong players. I can see Virgil van Dijk playing against Cardiff. It'd be interesting to see if Liverpool go with Kanate or Matip. Depends on the fitness at the minute. I think Matip's had enough rest over the winter break or whatever you want to call it this week. Robinson, Trent, I can see them playing. As I said, rhythm's important. Case Jones, hopefully he does play. I can see James Milner possibly playing Reds. Let me know. Fabinho and obviously Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Firmino and Jota. Obviously Jota and Harvey Elliott is a big, massive part to play tomorrow morning. I think he will play in the starting lineup. It'll be intriguing. Let me know your thoughts. Do you reckon he'll play on the right, or do you reckon he'll occupy the space in which we did see him early on in the season, Harvey Elliott? Possibly replacing Jordan Henderson on that right-hand side in that midfield. I can't wait. It's been there'll be no more person more excited for this game to go ahead than Harvey Elliott. Hopefully, he can get a full 90. Obviously, the pre-season friendly in terms of that was scheduled last week against Wrexham behind closed doors. It was for Harvey Elliott to get minutes under his belt, and obviously he got a goal and an assist in that game anyway. So let's get to all your thoughts. Let's get to John's comments as well now. I could see Diaz getting a few minutes Sunday. I don't think he'll be fully fit, John, anyway. Obviously, he has been playing, but I think it'll be too quick for him to get settled in. I think Cardiff just sold their best player, Kiefer Moore, as well. Yeah, Mitchell, I think, when I've seen the transfer window, that'll be a big miss for them, but you never know. Cardiff are a very physical side. I was looking at some of their players in terms of the pre-match build-up. I was looking, and they got quite a lot of tall players, easy 6'3", 6'5". So when a team has got such a good physical presence as Cardiff have, in terms of obviously Championship, you have to be very utilised in every aspect of games. Set plays, so Liverpool will have to be switched on. And obviously, free kicks, set plays in terms of football are a massive part. And Liverpool sometimes this season have been very wary in terms of not picking up their man. But as I said, Mitchell, you spot on there. Kiefer Moore will be a massive man. I think he was born in Mitchell as well. Andrew, obviously, I lad just packed my first future stars. Play Ramos. Cheers, spot on there, Andrew. You're enjoying it, mate. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on the game. I'm going to go with a 2-0 Liverpool win. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as well. I'm really excited for this. Then I go with Bobby Firmino. I reckon he'll get a goal, and hopefully Harvey Elliott does get on the goal scoring charts as well. It's going to be it's going to not be an easy game, but Keane's going to go with a 3-1 win. Spot on there, mate. Who are your goal scorers? As I said, I'm going to go with Harvey Elliott. If he does play, hopefully gets a full 90. Fully expect him playing. I'm going to go with Bobby Firmino and Harvey Elliott goal as well. But thank you to every single one of you for tuning in. I will be live as well at 9 with the 1890 Reds podcast as well. Ricky and Luke will be live. I'll be live with them at 9 p.m. on their channel, and I'm going to be live at 7 p.m. tonight after this show with Doug and a couple of the lads and ladies on his show as well. So can't wait for that. But Reds, thank you very much all your comments, you're absolute legends. Keith gone with the goal scorers. He's gone with Elliot, Bobby, and hopefully Virgil on a set piece. So there's going to be an absolute thunderbolt from Big Virg anyway. North, don't know how far we can go in this competition, but it's great to say we are still in all the cup comps. 3-0 to the Reds North. It's tremendous, mate. As I said, we've been speaking on the channel, haven't we, this over the last couple of years in relation to FA Cups and the Capital One Cups as well. It's not the Capital One Cup. It's great that we're in the final, but for me, I've always been on the notion Liverpool Football Club should be winning every trophy possible, and that has only helped with having the competition in which we are building over the last 6-month period. Diaz coming in, it will allow Salah and Mane that more rest in terms of these competitions. You look at City over the recent years, you've got such a great squad. Chelsea as well to throw into the hat, and Leicester obviously winning the FA Cup last season. So it's about getting that great squad depth in terms of being able to win these competitions. For me, we haven't won the FA Cup in a very long time, since the Steven Gerrard screamer against West Ham. So that's far too long. 2006, we last won the FA Cup. For a club of Liverpool stature and how big it is around the world, it's an absolute disgrace that. And hopefully we can change it this year. Far too long that we've won this great prestigious cup. No, it's not on the priority list, but Liverpool have won this competition so many times and other cup competitions as well. Hopefully we can do well in the Champions League and Premier League as well. But going into this competition, I'm hoping we can get into the latter stages. And you never know. Hopefully we do get a couple of cheeky draws, a lot more easier ties than expected. But at the end of the day, you've got to beat whoever to get through to the competition. And it won't be an easy game against Cardiff. No disrespect to their fans as well, or the players. As I said, just their manager with their comments, and obviously the other young players as well, and their comments we read out before, they're coming to Anfield for a good battle and they're going for a win, which is most important. What happened to Harvey's head in this graphic? Oh, the Anfield like, I think I've chopped off his bun. He won't be happy. I think he'll be having words for me, mate. My terrible graphics. I do try my best, the Anfield like, so apologies there. The 4-0 for the Reds, Jack. John's gone with 1-0. Great stuff as always, Jack. Here's Alan. Every single one is for tuning in, absolute legends. John's gone with, we can see Liverpool winning all 4 cups this season, John. Oh, fingers crossed, mate. Hey, Jack, I can come in for a bit if you would like. Oh, there you go, mate. I'll just drop you, absolute legend, matey. Just copy that. I'll send that over to you now, mate. Really do appreciate it, mate. I know, obviously, my 2 good Cardiff mates will be very, you have been very busy today, but I'll send that over to you now, mate. Really do appreciate taking the time out to join the stream as well, matey. Send that over there. There you go, fella. Just let us give a thumbs up in the green screen, mate. We're intrigued to see how extra time or replay, Jack. I think it's a good question, that, Mitchell. Let me know. Will it be going to extra time? I think it will be. I'm guessing it will be extra time, Mitchell. Obviously, with the COVID pandemic at the minute, mate. Let me know your thoughts. That's it. You've caught me off guard there, Mitchell. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Everyone, what spot on what Mitchell's had to say there. I really should have looked if it will go straight to pens, or I'm pretty sure it'll go to extra time, mate. Obviously, because obviously with the COVID situation, I think the competitions, they want to get the game over and done with, really, in terms of that. Does Diaz take a bow tomorrow? I don't think so, North. He might be in terms of, it's too quick, as I said, top of the show, mate. I don't think so, North. Oh, sorry, mate. There you go. How you doing, matey?
Hey, how's it going, Jack? Yeah, all good, thanks. I haven't long got in from work, so yeah, busy day. How are you?
Not too bad, mate. I plugged my headphones in. Very unprofessional from me, so apologies, everyone. Yeah, thank you very much for coming on, mate. I know you've been very busy with work. I do appreciate taking the time out. So, are you excited for this game, mate?
I am. I'm not excited about the time I got to get up on Saturday morning. Sunday morning, rather.
What time are you getting up? Early hours?
Probably around about 3 o'clock. I've got a 4:10 bus to catch, and then it's the odious journey then at the M6, I think. So it's around about 5 hours. I've made sort of the trip a few times before, and it's a bit of a drive or a bit of a journey up there. So
yeah, that's tremendous, mate. As
I'm
I
looking
said,
forward to the day all the same, though.
Yeah, magic of the FA Cup, mate. As I said
Yeah.
before, top of the show. It's not going to be an easy game, mate. Any standout players that Liverpool should be wary of tomorrow? Obviously, you did lose one of your best players. Was it Kiefer Moore? Has he gone to?
Yeah, Kiefer Moore, who's sort of striker for Wales. He's signed for Bournemouth now, but he hasn't really been playing all that consistency for Cardiff this season. He's had a few bouts of COVID, and he's had an ankle injury as well. And I'm not sure his sort of head was turned last year because Wolves were after him at the time. But he's gone to Bournemouth. He's 29 years of age. Probably his last big payday of his career, really. So a lot of Cardiff fans aren't happy about that. But I think if I was in his shoes, then I don't begrudge him that move. So but he is a big loss.
Yeah. Any goal?
He scored over 20 goals last season. Behind closed doors when COVID was on, and we didn't really see him at his best for Cardiff, but he did give us a few good games, a few goals to cheer about earlier this season.
Yeah, it's tremendous. Have you got a big physical presence, mate? Have you scored quite a lot of goals from set plays? I was looking through your team. You've got quite a big presence in terms of
early in the season where we had Mick McCarthy, didn't we? And a lot. It was sort of get a goal and sort of soak up all the pressure, and a lot of sort of, you could say, lumping the ball forward. You got Kiefer Moore. Well, Kiefer Moore was there before, 6'4". Then you got the likes of Aidan Flint, who's around about 6'5". But since Steve Morrison has come into the stewardship of the managerial role, now he sort of changed the style of play. He's had to bring a lot of players in. Well, about 4, 5, 6 since the January transfer window was opened, and you can see a distinct change in the style. So it's not so much who will be playing around at the back. Well, you started playing around at the back, and fans were getting a bit twittery about that because you're not used to that. But it's sort of changed a little bit now. We do get the ball forward a lot quicker, but we are retaining the ball as well. We have got players to do that now. One being young lad Doyle, who's come in from Manchester City. I think he represents England as well, under 21 level or so. May have even been captain, but he's an exciting player. He's taken over set piece duty as well, so for corners and free kicks. So if he can find somebody like if Aidan Flint is playing, then that's probably going to be one of our main weapons really against Liverpool, because I don't think we're going to outplay you.
Yeah, no, it's tremendous, mate. I think you'll get used to it as a fan base, mate. As soon as Jürgen come in, I think we all had I think we were having chickens. We didn't quite have Alisson at that time. We stuck with Simon Mignolet and Karius back in the day. But yeah, no, it's tremendous. Hopefully, do you reckon you hopefully will survive this season? Like you will, you have.
Yeah, I think we will. With all the with all the new loan signings come in, it's looking a lot better. We've now had 2 back-to-back wins against Nottingham Forest, which was a very good result last Sunday, 2-1 at home. And we beat Barnsley away 1-0 earlier in the week on Wednesday. That was a scrappy affair, but it was another 3 points. And I think it was something like 9 points above the relegation zone already now. Yeah. So I think we'll be fine going forward. However, we did pick up a few injuries in that game against Barnsley, which is really concerning. Morrison, the captain, went off with a knee injury. The new left back, what's his name? I always forget his name, who's come in from Stoke. It was a very nasty challenge on him. So it looks like he's going to be out for a while as well. And while these new loanees have come in, a lot of them have played in the cup for their parent club. So we're going to be very thin at the back. We've been playing a different. Been playing 5 at the back for pretty much most of the season, and we brought. I don't know if you hear the Periengi. He's normally a right back, but he's slotted in sort of the right hand side of that centre back 3. alongside Mark McGuinness and Sean Morrison. Now, I don't know what they're going to do this weekend. Apparently, we're going to be playing a lot of the youngsters. So, it was them who really carried Cardiff through that early part of the season because we didn't have the players, etc. So they've sort of taken a little bit of a backseat. Although Isaac Davis, exciting sort of forward/winger, he's been playing recently, playing really well, and he's one to look out for. Actually, the youngsters will be coming in. So it'll be good for them. The experience at Anfield. I'm not sure if it's sold out or not from a Liverpool perspective.
I think so. It should be, mate. Yeah, it's hard enough to get a bloody ticket these days, lad.
Yeah, so I think there'll be either I think it's just under 7,000 or just under 8,000 travelling Cardiff fans. So we'll get right behind the boys, the players, and it should be a good afternoon as long as we don't get smashed.
Yeah, no, you make a good. I think that's quite a large majority of the way end. I think that might be. Did you get full allocation? Was it? Or?
We got the full allocation of the bottom tier of the Anfield Road end, I think it's called. Yeah. I think I think Liverpool supporters are above us, but I know the sort of the bottom end as well. A few of the back rows, there's restricted views, so I'm not sure if the club took out those. They sent a few of those back because we've had issues at Anfield before, so I'm not sure how other opposing fans, when they come to Anfield, they've said anything about that. I haven't really looked into that, but we've sold out our allocation. So.
Yeah, that's tremendous, mate. Mitchell, I think we did cover it, but just how as fan, you mentioned just briefly there, mate. How's the fan reaction bit? Obviously, is it one of the mainstays in your team?
Yeah, I think we were kind of expecting it. He'd been out of the side. Morrison was saying, the manager, he was saying he's got this injury, etc. And you were kind of reading between the lines. Was he being kept away from the starting 11 just in case he got injured before his move? And we'd lined up these Alonis coming in as well, 2 strikers who both scored on their debuts as well recently, as coming in those 2 victories. So yeah, it is unfortunate. It is disappointing. I think he had another year on his contract, and we didn't really get a lot for him. I think it's something like 3 million or 3.5 million with add-ons, where an Welsh international, banging goals, been in European championships, etc. You would have thought he'd have brought in a little bit more than that, maybe between 5 and 8. I'd say 7 or 8 million would have been realistic for him, but there we are.
It's just mad, mate, isn't it? I think we're all, like, most fans are happy that the transfer window slammed shut anyway, because it just gets the whole every football club's fan base just goes off one nearly. But yeah, cheers to that, Mitchell, absolute legend. Here's that, mate. I love it when you have the other side, the good fans, and giving their views. He's absolute legends as well. Alex Smith in goal. Mitchell was saying.
No, Smith. Yeah, Smithies is the main goalkeeper, number 1 this season. However, it'll be Dillian Phillips played in the 3rd round against Preston, so I should imagine he'll be playing on Sunday.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah,
and which is pretty good, because if we can get to extra time and penalties, he's a bit of a penalty expert as well. So fingers crossed.
Yeah. No, it's good insight, that, mate. Score prediction or in your predicted lineup? Do you reckon? I know you mentioned a couple of kids might be playing, but and just even a couple of names out there that you expect to play tomorrow.
Yeah, well, Dillian Phillips was the same goal. I think the way that Morrison is talking, we've given the youngsters sort of reward for sort of playing earlier in the season, etc. And with the amount of players out, I should imagine young Joe Bagan will be playing at left back. Who have you got? Doherty. Yeah, Doherty was injured against Barnsley early in the week, and I think he's cut tied anyway. Who else have you got there? Is that McGuinness will probably play, I should imagine. Sean Morrison, he's club captain, but he's probably going to be injured as well. Perry NG, I can probably see him move into right back, and Aidan Flint probably slotting in that. We could even see a back 4, unless Marlon Pack sort of goes back from midfield into central defence. Dramar, as you can see, is right back there, who's on loan from Leeds United. Started a little bit slowly, a couple of games, but he's been very good in the last 2 fixtures. Will Vaux will probably play. Ryan Wintle as well. Tommy Doyle, he's the young player from Manchester City. We should see him there. And up front, we got Hugel, who scored on his debut against Nottingham Forest last week. But no, I'm sure he's cup tied. Waters, who had a good game against Nottingham Forest, but he had a bit of a stinker against Barnsley in midweek. So I think he'll drop to the bench. Somebody like young Mark Harris or what's his name? I forgot his name now. The guy who signed him from Luton earlier in the season. We've got on the bench there. James Collins, rather, who started to score goals. He went on a massive goal drought earlier in the season, but I think he's got about 3 goals this season now. So, and possibly Isaac Davis will come into the side as well. And that's about it, really.
Spot on, mate. It's score prediction. I can hear a goal with Cardiff win, mate. But what are we saying? If it can go Cardiff's way, fingers crossed.
If it's going our way, right? We've only kept 2 clean sheets this season. So the clean sheet against Barnsley was our first one since, I don't know, something like August, I think, when we beat Blackpool away very early in the season. Should have kept a clean sheet against Forest last weekend. So I'm not holding up much hope, but if we can nick it, it'll probably be 1-0 or 2-1. However, my realistic prediction, we could actually get smashed 7 or 8-0 in this match, but I think it'll probably be about 4-1.
Yeah, spot on, mate. I love it, optimism. But you never know.
You never know. Back in, was it early 2000s, Cardiff were in the third tier, second division, I think, or first division, as it's now known. We were playing Leeds United, and they were top of the Premier League at the time. Nobody gave us much hope, but it was at Ninian Park. It was probably the most intimidating atmosphere I've ever been in, and the likes of Rio Ferdinand were playing in that game, and Robbie Fowler actually played in that game as well.
Yeah.
I think Rio Ferdinand was questioned in interviews later on his career. How do you feel about playing in Istanbul? The atmosphere. He said, "Oh, I played at Ninian Park, so it holds no figures for me." So if we can somehow recreate that atmosphere in the away end at Anfield, then you never know.
Yeah, it's the beauty of the FA Cup, mate. I know. Obviously, different fans. How from a Cardiff?
Leeds United. If I say Leeds United rather than Man City. We beat Man City in the early 90s at Ninian Park as well. I was a Nathan Blake. Won the goal.
Sound. Yeah. Well, it's obviously the FA Cup and obviously the Capital One Cup in terms of what your viewpoint on obviously cup competitions. I know I was reading a couple of quotes from your manager. Obviously, the league is the priority, but what's your view in terms of obviously these cup competitions within England? I just wish teams, obviously all teams, it gives an opportunity for the teams and obviously the lower down leagues in terms of going up the football pyramid. It gives you a chance, and it's extra revenue streams as well for the lower down teams, mate. But do you want to see Cardiff do well in the cup?
Oh yeah, we want to see Cardiff win every single game they play in. Obviously, the league is the priority this season, especially with us being at the wrong end of the table. There's a lot of hope this season that we possibly make the playoffs, etc. But these competitions, as you say, they generate revenue for the lower league teams, and it's very important that we keep those traditions because it's been going over for well over 100 years now. There is a lot, however, of football being played. I know Liverpool, you've got Champions League, Premier League, you've got your FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and then things like Super Cup if you win the Champions League, etc. Plus, internationally, you've got international players throughout your squad. Of course, Mane Salah being away at the African Cup of Nations, but on top of the sort of the Euro qualifiers, the World Cup qualifiers, you've got the Nations League as well, which is so it's just like football, and possibly you could see a League Cup being dropped, but I don't know. There is a lot of football. I'm not sure the Champions League format is all about money making, isn't it? The amount of games they play in the Champions League. Maybe that could be cut, but that doesn't bring in the revenue then, does it? So
no. If it was made by the fans, there'd be. I just wish there was more money, Joe. Especially if you someone like say from League Two, one day won obviously the FA Cup or Capital One Cup, and he got what 5-10 million in the prize pool. I think you'd see a lot more attention from obviously, especially Liverpool, and obviously the teams in the Premier League, and even a possible European spot as well. I think is it the Europa League conference. I think if you do win the Capital One Cup, I think it's only Spurs in that. So I think,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works. You got top four, and then if you win a cup, you go through to the either Europa League or the this new Mickey Mouse Cup that they've invented.
Yeah. Cheers, right today. Cheers, boy. You at the game? Hopefully you enjoyed the game, mate. Obviously, both sets of fans. I think we sure we're making Anfield so loud. It's the beauty of the cups, as I said. Anything goes in the FA Cups. I've been to a couple of games and some bad results for Liverpool back in the day. We didn't always have Jurgen Klopp, and even we didn't always have Bill Shankly or Bob Paisley. Obviously, I wasn't around then, but I wish I was, because what teams would have watched anyway. Even Jackie, how you doing, Gary? Hope you had a good day, mate. Even Jack, lad, I appreciate it. Mitchell's interesting comment here, mate. Also, you have an opinion on the Hollywood takeover at Wrexham? Bit of a mad one, but it's intriguing how that's been allowed to happen down there, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a bit of a strange one, but it does, put them on the map a bit. It creates excitement. I know people have said, are they buying the league? But you could say that, I don't know.
With most teams,
Man City, we're looking at Newcastle as well. But good luck to Wrexham. Hopefully they can get in the league. I'm not sure. It might be 2 decades now since they were in the actual football league, but that division that they're playing in, I think every team in that league is professional now anyway. But it's not classed as the football league, it's non-league. But good luck. I'd love to see Wrexham back in. I used to play some fantastic matches against them when we were in the same division, and also the old Welsh Cup, which Cardiff, Wrexham, Swansea, Newport aren't involved in anymore, and they turned it into an FAW Cup as well. But good memories of playing Wrexham in the past.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. Obviously, I've left the link in the description as well, mate. So please do head over to the Bluebird Legends YouTube channel. Any other socials that you want to plug, mate? Any podcasts that you do as well? Or
I suppose I'll plug it for Nathan and Doug and the boys, and then you appear on there. Was it the World of Football podcast on a Monday evening? But if my channel is mainly a football predictions channel, I do a few other little things as well. But if you're into your football predictions, try to predict maybe a few betting tips on there as well, then head over to Bluebird Legend. Just search it on YouTube.
Yeah, I think I could do with them, mate, as well, my betting goals. But thank you very much for taking out the time to come on,
problem,
mate. I appreciate it. And fingers crossed from your perspective, Cardiff do win. Are
you going on Saturday, Jack? Are you watching?
No, I do share the ticket with me mate Sean. He's a season ticket holder, but I don't think he ticked the box for the cup competitions. But I wish I was going, mate. But
whereabouts is that? Where do you actually sit in the?
Usually, if I am going, it's in terms of the middle row of the Kenny stand. Obviously, you'll see it tomorrow. Obviously, the brand new. Well, it's not brand new; it's just being added on. It's the big, massive one. Obviously, I think it's from.
We actually went on the Anfield tour just before COVID. Myself and Nathan. We were up there doing day trips around Liverpool, the city centre, and everything. And we went on the Anfield tour. Very impressive, that one stand, and we had a look behind the scenes, the hospitality, the dressing rooms. I'm not sure if you've done it yourself, but it was really nice. I actually went to see Liverpool as well in the 80s when Kenny Dalglish was playing.
I wish I was there, mate. I wish
you were. Were you there?
No, I wish I was in the 80s. No.
Well, I think it was 5-0. Ronnie Whelan scored a hat trick. I think maybe even Alan Hansen scored. I can't even remember if he was playing or not. But it was sort of Kenny Dalglish was pulling all the strings. What a player he was. In the Anfield road end for that one, but as a kind of a Liverpool supporter, on a junior football tour at the time. So it's good to be back up there. And they've got. I'm very impressed with the club shop to Anfield. It's massive.
Oh
Couldn't
yeah,
believe
the
how
new
big it
one is
was.
it? Have you been in the new one?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
It is very impressive on 2 levels. Yeah, it puts to shame Cardiff's little shop, but that was a big improvement on Ninian Park. But it was just when we went up there, had a look around the store, and just wow, it's huge.
Yeah, no, it's a nightmare. Even I think we sold out. Was it last season of one of the kits? Supposedly, like when we got Nike, it was we swapped it instead of not having New Balance. We'll have Nike,
Yeah.
and then you won't sell out at Tops. And lo and behold, 1 month into the new kit release, supposedly all the Liverpool fans have bought all the kits, and you
Yeah.
had no stock. And I'm like, but yeah, no, I haven't been on the tour since
No.
the new ground. Obviously, we changed completely the air. Oh, there's that one. With the new tunnel, obviously it's all changed now, but they
Yeah.
modernised it. We're going to call it that.
Yeah, it was. We went in, the changing rooms, all that sort of thing, and it showed the home changing rooms, how the comfy seats, and in the away changing rooms there, I think smaller seats, and it doesn't make it comfortable where they're sat down. All these little tactics behind the scenes, sort of thing, and the big TV screen and all this sort of thing, and the home changing room. It was very good experience, that was.
Yeah, tremendous. Would it be on ITV? I haven't checked, mate.
It is on ITV,
Is it on
yes.
ITV?
I think, have they got the rights this year? I'm not sure if BBC and BT have got games as well, but
Yeah, which is good. I'm hoping there will probably be a day where somehow Sky get the rights to the FA Cup, but obviously it should be a tradition. Should be, as I said, Scouser. Cheers for that, mate, as well. I think it is.
Yeah, these FA Cup games, same as the like the World Cup and the Six Nations. I think they should all be kept on terrestrial TV because a lot of people can't afford Sky in the country, so and can't get to games because tickets can be expensive these days as well. So the more it's kept on terrestrial TV, the better, really.
Yeah, most definitely, mate. Obviously, Mitchell's dropped a sub as well. Spot on there, mate.
Oh, thank you, Mitchell. Get your predictions in.
Yeah, and Scouser, I'll drop a sub too as well. Just got home looking for LFC content whilst I enjoy a few ales. Waiting for me tea. Well, look, hope you had a good night, mate, and appreciate you all, every single one of you tuning in. And obviously, he wears number 20. Hopefully he scores tomorrow there.
Yeah, what about your new winger from Porto now? I heard, is it Porto he's come in? What's his name?
Yeah, Diaz. Yeah.
Apparently, I saw something on Twitter. I don't know if this is true or not. About, is he from Colombia or?
Yeah, he's from Colombia. Yeah,
I think Cardiff were actually looking at him a few years ago, and he was ready to sign. I don't know how true that is, whether it's all made up or not. But
no, I was reading the article before we come on, mate. I think I did read
wow,
that as well.
I only saw a little snippet today in work while I was just, at lunch. Oh, what's this? But I didn't fully read it. I thought, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, it's like it is amazing that like how different scouting departments and like look at certain clubs, but yeah, tremendous, mate. It's obviously when did Julie Hoylett leave Cardiff a while?
Yeah, he left last season. He's now playing for Reading. So that's the problem. We haven't really got any wingers, which is really taking our creativity away, or particularly in the early part of the season. And Ryan Giles, who was on loan from Wolves, he's gone back to Wolves, but he's been loaned out again to Blackburn now, and he's been a big loss because he was actually, I think, he was the top assister in the Championship, so that was a big loss. But in the league now, touch wood, we're looking a lot better, but we will be. I'm sure we're going to have a bit of a depleted team on Sunday, unfortunately. So, what are yours? I didn't catch the first 10 minutes, Jack. What are your predictions for the lineup that you think? Do you think the likes of Virgil van Dijk will be playing?
As I said, I quickly get up our lineup anyway. I think he will go strong, mate.
I think so. He normally does, doesn't he, Klopp? So.
Yeah, obviously, I was speaking at the top of the show, mate, before you come on. It's obviously rhythm. I think Liverpool, like most teams, in it, when like your team's not been playing fully in games week to week. Obviously, it's national break, not just Liverpool, but most teams really struggle coming off the back of an international break. But yeah, I think the England's obviously chopped off his hair. Harvey Elliott in the bottom right corner there.
Yeah, he's a good player. Good player, he is, isn't he?
Very good. But I think he will be the star figure tomorrow. Obviously, there's going to be so much press about him and the build up to this game as well. He has been out through a bad injury I think he was started the first 3 games in the Premier League for such a young lad, but he has got a big future on those shoulders as long as he keeps his head down, mate. But I can see him possibly playing in midfield, especially where on that right-hand side where Henderson is. Bobby, I think, will start. Jota will start as well. Be interesting to see if Elliott does play on the right wing. He's predominantly does. He used to play through the academy. He was a right winger, but he has picked up a spot in that central midfield on the right-hand side in a free. Fabinho, I think Curtis possibly will play as well. Andy Robinson and Trent. I know quite a lot of our lads were on holiday in Dubai.
Oh, right.
Robinson, Milner. It's not too bad, is it?
Yeah, I think that's my fear. You've got the likes of Robinson and Trent Alexander-Arnold playing against our slow defence, because I think we will play Flint and McGuinness in the centre of defence, and it's giving me nightmares already. That with Alexander-Arnold bombing forward and Robertson, he's a real. I really rate Robertson. He's a really good player.
Yeah, no, we're blessed, mate, and it's mad. Like even what Trent does, I know everyone, like Rayo fans, do pinpoint. Obviously, I think when you are such an attacking fullback, obviously, like any defender, if you'll be more exposed for the counter attack. But I think that's something that he can possibly look. It'd be interesting to see if he do pick on Liverpool's right hand side, because a lot of teams, even in the FA Cup and the Capital One Cups, have tried to isolate Trent. But that's where Fabinho and obviously whoever, if Hendo does play, he'll be preoccupying that right-hand side spaces for there. But yeah, Robinson, as you said, mate, and Trent have, especially Robbo in recent months, he's really stepped up his game. I think both of them, as soon as they have a dip, I think a lot of rival fans and obviously go, oh, Trent and Robbo are having a terrible season. But Trent, I think, got like registered 10 assists in the Premier League. It's ridiculous. The records.
Good for my fantasy football team anyway.
Yeah, it's remarkable, and I think we're just so blessed. I think we've had some bad right backs and left backs in the pre-Klopp era anyway. But yeah, that's absolutely tremendous, mate. And I wish you all. Oh, where have you gone, mate? There you go. But make sure you do head over to Bluebird Legends channel as well. Thank you very much for taking the time out, mate. I really do appreciate it. And fingers crossed, potentially if you do get a result, I'll get you on the post-match reaction as well. But all the best, mate. Safe travels.
Can I mention as well that Nathan was saying he'll be producing a vlog on his channel. So we're going to probably be back late Sunday night. So that may come out late Sunday night, probably on the Monday or Tuesday. So if you just search NWM after that game, or even before then,
I'll share it.
A load of his vlogs as well, and I'm sure he'll be filming on Sunday, and you can see what it's like from an opposition perspective at Anfield.
Yeah, tremendous, mate. I'll make sure to share that on the channel as well, and I'll drop it in my post-match video as well about the link and everything, mate. But thank you for taking time out, mate.
No worries, pleasure.
Yeah, thank you very much, matey. Oh, Jose's got his starting lineup. There you go, mate. It's a quick one before we do shoot. Starting 11, Bobby, obviously Kay Gordon, me. I don't know. Are you playing up front there, mate? Obviously Jota. I think he's playing Jota. Yeah, I think it's obviously I got confused there. He's going me, unless you're playing right wing, right there. But he said obviously his profile is Jota on YouTube.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gone with Hendo, Ox, and Curtis in the midfield with our Greek scouser playing left back, Kostas, Kanate, Van Dijk, and obviously Joe Gomez right back. I think you've got there, mate, and obviously our Irish contingent in Kelleher.
Go, Jack. There's a few Liverpool fans around who work with me, etc. I was talking to one of them about the game and everything, and he seems to think that Virgil van Dijk has never lost a match at Anfield. Is that right?
Yeah, touch wood, mate. And you never know.
Worrying stat.
could change it tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's a mad stat, mate. I think
it is.
It's madness since we've been playing under Jurgen Klopp. I think there has been a couple of players. I think it was him. Pretty sure Thiago as well. But I think you're spot on there, mate. Obviously, last year when we had that terrible run at home, I think we lost like 6 games, even Burnley and Fulham at Anfield. Yeah, we had so many injuries, mate. But yeah, oh, hang on, have I read out? Oh, yeah, King Power. The King Power has hollow pillars that are not part of the structure, just to make it harder to talk to the entire squad in the away dressing room. Yeah, as we were saying before, it's the dark arts, but especially old grounds now. when they do the change and obviously making it modernised. I think obviously it is good. That's the beauty of football. The little things about football. Every team does it up and down the country, even switching off the heating in the away dressing room as well. If you look
cold showers and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, definitely, and definitely, mate. But I've enjoyed this, mate. Thank you very much for coming on. As I said, I'll leave all your socials in the comment section below. And Reds, thank you. And there's any Cardiff fans as well, thank you for tuning in. And I will be live at 7 p.m. So, yeah, fingers crossed. You never know. The beauty of the FA Cup, we'll find out tomorrow if it is in full swing. But we'll see you tomorrow for another episode as well. But cheers. Thank you very much for tuning in. You'll never walk alone.